All you'll have to do now is add just a little touch of salt, a little touch of pepper. Redo that last part, there's no salt and pepper in there. My name is Chef Matthew Chaplin. I'm executive chef of Florence's Lowcountry Kitchen, located on James Island here in South Carolina. Today's key ingredient will be soft shell crab. They're coming out of North Carolina for the season right now. Soft shell season usually begins at the beginning of spring. The date varies depending on water temperatures and when the molting season of crabs start. When we do get them in and people start talking about them, you better go get them fast because these things fly out of kitchens. So now we're going to show you how to break down one of these soft shell crabs. Don't forget, when you're looking for soft shell crabs, you always want to focus on the fact that the shell is very soft, they're cold to the touch. Most people think that all seafood is supposed to smell like fish. In actuality, seafood shouldn't really have much of a scent when you get it. If it has a scent to it, it's probably old, you probably don't want to accept it. To break down a soft shell crab is very easy. You're going to pick up these edges, the little wings here. You're going to see these small gills. You just grab them and they come right out. You'll flip to the other side, do the same thing. Take the gills out, and then once your gills have been removed, just behind the eyes and mouth, you'll do one clean cut all the way across and remove the face. This exposes the interior of the crab, which helps all the heat and the oil to get in, all the flavor to fully cook. That's all there is to it.
Off with his face.
Off with his face. The sauce that I like to serve with my soft shell crabs has always been the lemon-dill aioli that I make. To start with, I have 1 quart of mayonnaise, 4 whole lemons, 8 stalks of fresh dill. Take the lemons, and we're gonna zest them right into the mayonnaise. So you'll zest 3 of the lemons into the mayonnaise. Once you've zested your lemons, roll them across your cutting board. So you'll cut in, and then you'll squeeze all 4 lemons into the mayonnaise. And then you're gonna work on your dill. Now the best way to do dill is to go through each individual one and pick off the frills and throw the stem away. And once you have them all picked off of there, you just mince them up. And once it's finely chopped, take all your dill and drop it directly into the bowl. So the last step is to just add a touch of salt and pepper. I like pepper, so I do a couple more of pepper than salt. All that's left is to mix it up, and you should have a coloration pattern just like this, to where you get the speckles of the dill and little glimpses of yellow from the lemon zest. And that is our lemon-dill aioli. So now we're gonna make the breader for our soft shell crabs that we're gonna fry them in. I like to start with a good base. This is called House Autry seafood breader. It's got a lot more flavor and consistency than flour does by itself. I would recommend using this. You got about 1 quart of this House Autry flour as your base. Start with about a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of garlic, 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and then you're gonna get generous with the blackening seasoning because this is where all your flavor's at. 2.5 nice heaping tablespoons. And you'll take and you'll blend all of your seasonings, and that'll be your breading for the soft shell crabs. Now we get to the fun part, actually cooking the crabs. So we're gonna start adding some oil to your pan. Adding about 1.5 cups of oil. What you're looking for is something to where you can actually put the base of it in, but it doesn't fully cover the crab. You wanna put your oil temp at about medium-high. Take your crabs that are now currently faceless. You're gonna dredge them through your buttermilk, get a nice coating on them. Then you'll lay them in the flour. Cover them with the flour. You don't want to toss them around too much. Legs and claws are very delicate, so you don't want them to lose any of their appendages. So now that you've got everything perfectly breaded, lay them nice and delicately into your oil. Hear them start to sizzle. Put all 3 of these bad boys in here. And you'll let them ride for about 1.5 to 2 minutes on one side. So we're going to take this opportunity to give them a nice flip. That nice golden brown color is exactly what you're looking for. So now we're at the point where these crabs are pretty much ready to come out of the pan. If you look close, you can see this yellow liquid that's starting to come out of the front end of all these crabs. That is what I'm calling the mustard. That is the internal organs of the crab cooking. Trust me, it's delicious. Once that cooks up and you see it start to come out the mouth and all that moisture is gone from it, you know they're ready. These have been cooking about 5 minutes. They're nice, they've firmed up, they're very crispy, they're perfect, they're ready to roll. You want to lay them usually on a paper towel or some sort of a cooling spot. Let that grease drain off a little bit so you don't get too much on your plate. I'm serving mine today with some fresh romaine lettuce and some local tomatoes. The last finishing touch that you'll do is add that lemon-dill aioli that we made. And this is a wonderful way to serve fried soft shell crab.